Hey, what's up guys? In this video we're going up to the Rocky Mountains where there's been swarms of mysterious what they think are drones, some sort of unidentified objects in the sky up in the Rocky Mountains in Colorado. I think I may have a picture of them that Crystal sent to me from northeast Colorado up in Loveland. We're going to get to that here in a moment. I've got what appears to be some sort of a sky tunnel, picture taken from New Hampshire, new sky phenomena picture slideshow filled with phenomenal photos. First, before we get started in the video, make sure that you're still subscribed to the YouTube channel and double check your notifications bell if you want notified whenever I upload a new video. I've been getting reports from people that they've been unsubscribed yet once again, and I've noticed today that subscribers have been falling off the channel. So for whatever reasons, I don't know what causes that, but just double check your notifications bell and your subscribe button and make sure that you're subscribed. And if you're a new viewer, by all means subscribe to the YouTube channel. But first, Rocky Mountain mystery. Mysterious swarms of giant drones have been appearing up in the skies now for several days in the northeastern and eastern part of Colorado. And I've gotten this report here 24 hours ago. I've had all kinds of people email me about this phenomenon, mystery drones flying over northeastern Colorado, December 30th. Article here dated the 27th about drones going from Colorado now into Nebraska. These objects, whatever they are, whether they be drones or something else, have prompted an investigation by the FAA, the Federal Aviation Administration, as to just what exactly is going on, because nobody knows. They're asking people if they are responsible for whatever these very large crafts are. They're saying they're at least 6 foot long, to come forward and just say, hey, it's us, we're doing ground surveys or whatever. But up to this point, nobody knows a thing. It's really a mystery right now. But I've had some very observant people take some photographs of strange lights, objects in the sky from Colorado, Loveland, which is in northern, slightly northeastern Colorado. Crystal sent me this photograph from Loveland, and there is definitely 2 objects in this photograph. There's one up here to the upper left, which I'll zoom in on real close here in a second, and one right here in the center that does appear to be approximately 6 foot or so in diameter. It's difficult to tell because it's dark, but it does kind of look like a drone. Definitely doesn't look like an airplane or a helicopter, just some sort of a unidentified object hovering up in the sky that looks kind of large, at least from this perspective. Not huge, but you know, bigger than a typical drone that's 2 or 3 feet wide. That's a pretty good size object. And then something here that came into the field of view while she was taking a picture of that one. No lights on it, or at least at the time the photo was taken, no lights. So maybe she caught these things here. I don't know. These are the only photos I've gotten so far of these mystery objects up in the Rocky Mountains. And she also sent me in another photograph, which is right here. There was a little bit of movement in the photograph when she took it. Might have been driving down the road or something, but you can see points of light right there in the center. Those lines are caused by light drag from the aperture opening and closing while the camera was moving. But you can see a light there in the center there. There's obviously something there in the sky. There's many objects in the sky in this photograph, and they are unidentifiable. They're not airplanes, they're not birds, not helicopters. Don't know what they are. So she might have caught them here as well, but the photograph does show a little bit of movement. So don't know exactly what's going on up in Colorado. It's a Rocky Mountain mystery. Could be drones, could be something else, but up to this point, nobody is admitting to flying a fleet of drones or anything else in the sky, and nobody seems to know what exactly is going on. I do have some video footage that was sent in by Charlene from the Colorado Springs area of some unidentified objects in the sky that she noticed a long ways away, so they must have been fairly decent size, just some sort of random blinking lights in broad daylight. Check this out. It's a pretty good video. Watch way over here by the mountain range. See that? That's not an airplane. Doesn't appear to be a helicopter. Just a light in the clouds. Pretty good size. Then there's 2 over here to the right that seem to be flying together. Watch this off to the right. Did you see that? couple of blinking lights. I'll zoom in so you guys can take a better look. It's not an airplane, not a helicopter. And the lights over here on the right are close enough to where when they turn off, at least the light feature, you can see a black object in the sky. You can actually see two black objects. This is the first one that we saw near the mountain range a long ways away. And here's the other two. And when those two turn off, see how they turn black? Look at that. What are those things? There's definitely something flying around the skies of Colorado, not only at nighttime, but during the daytime as well. See how they turn black right there? And then they turn back to light again? Very strange. Here's a different format so we can see them in what looks like a negative format there. See how they're definitely solid, whatever they are. They're not balloons, they're not planes because they're kind of hovering. They're too big to be a helicopter, and those are a pretty good ways away, a few miles away. So if that were a helicopter, all you'd see was probably a flicker of light. Those are pretty good sized objects. So that was a good observation by Charlene from the Colorado Springs area. Don't know if it's related to the mystery of the fleet of drones or whatever it is flying around up there. But yesterday I did a report on the wildfires out of Australia and how the smoke was reaching all the way over to New Zealand. I found in my emails a few hours later after doing the video about Australia and the bushfires and the smoke making its way all the way over to New Zealand, a couple of pictures from New Zealand, and people are saying that the smoke is filling the sky, as you can see right here, so much that it's blocking out the sun, just like it is over in Australia. Here's a picture from Christchurch, New Zealand, sent in by Anna, and you can see the sun has been dimmed down to a small orange light in the sky from the very thick smoke. Here's another photo by Anna where the sun is almost completely covered. Smoke traveling 1,200 miles from Australia. This is from Auckland. Paul R. shared this one here, and you can see the sun also is very dim in this photograph too. Very thick smoke traveling all that way from Australia to New Zealand. Just an incredible sight, much like this one here out of Portsmouth, New Hampshire. He took a photo of a light in the sky and noticed what he's describing as a sky tunnel. And I looked at it and adjusted the lighting a little bit so we could see it somewhat better, and that is exactly what it looks like up in the sky. This is through his telescope, so it wasn't visible with the naked eye from the ground. Through his telescope, he could see that. So some sort of a weird looking feature in the sky, not shaped like your typical cloud or star or planet, looks like some sort of a tunnel. Get a load of that. Once again, Mike from Portsmouth, New Hampshire, and it definitely does look like some sort of a weird tunnel, unless that's some sort of a reflection off of that bright object, whatever that is. I don't know what else to call it. I've never seen anything quite like that. And if you look at it, it looks like it's got a spiral personality, brighter edges on the top and bottom, something right there in the center. Almost looks like a gap right there. I don't know. Very, very unusual. And honestly, I've never seen anything quite like that. So another good observation, this time out of New Hampshire, that was sent in by our friend Mike. Here's some new sky phenomena photos that have been sent in recently, and I'm working on many, many more. Brendan out of Brisbane, Australia. Some towering clouds at sunset. Look at these beams going high up into the sky from behind the clouds. Just incredible. First photo was vertical. Here they're kind of in a horizontal position. More clouds. These are bright orange, golden yellow, very tall clouds. Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Darla S. Big moon low on the horizon, glowing a golden color. This photo here was sent in from the United Kingdom by Cal W. The photograph is from Dean Matthews Photography out of the United Kingdom. Just an incredible photograph. Look at that. Concord, New Hampshire, Dennis L. Some more colorful clouds up in the proximity of the sun. Those aren't necessarily stratospheric clouds or polar stratospheric clouds. I mean, they could be, I suppose, but they're not inside the Arctic Circle. Those don't normally venture too far outside of the Arctic Circle. These might be nacreous clouds. I don't know what we've got going on there. Gene out of Louisiana Some big high-profile beams in the sky. Kimberly out of Minnesota. Beautiful orange sunrise. Malibu, California, sent in by Malibu Phoenix. Orange and yellow sky. Portsmouth, New Hampshire. Mike, once again, another beautiful photograph out of Portsmouth, New Hampshire. A couple of bright orange, bright yellow skies at sunrise. Absolutely spectacular. Natalie from Germany. More fiery orange sky. Literally looks like it's on fire. Long Island, New York. Rich sent in this photograph of the moon, or half moon. And what you're seeing down here is called earthshine. That's a reflection that you get sometimes when the moon is at just the right angle and atmospheric conditions are just right. Perth, Australia. Sarah, yet some more big high-profile orange clouds coming out of Perth. Garden Grove, California. Sherry P, yet some more orange clouds that are blanketing the sky. This photo here was sent in by a skater out of Alabama. Notice something up in the sky that just kind of looked out of place. Looked like some sort of an object tucked in behind the clouds. High in the sky above Phoenix City, Alabama. Simi Valley, California. Sarah, some wavy looking clouds up in the sky. Baltimore, Maryland. Susan, big halo around the sun. Haven't seen one of those in a while. Clearwater, Florida, the one. Some very ominous looking clouds off the coast of Florida. Long Island, New York. James H. sent this photo in from an airplane. Very unique photograph. And you can see 2 layers of clouds looking out the window of the airplane. Look at that. You can see the sun over here. You can see a lower deck of clouds that are closer to the ground. And then a huge deck of clouds above the airplane, above the lower deck. Unbelievable. You don't normally see that very often. In fact, that's probably next to impossible to see from the ground, but he saw it from an airplane. Great observation, great photograph. And here's what that lower deck can look like from on the ground. Erwin from the Netherlands sent in a beautiful photograph, purple, light pink skies from the Netherlands. Great observations, guys. Keep them coming. If you guys have photos you'd like to share, you can send those to reports at MrMBB333.com. All of the photos end up here at the Sky Phenomena Photo Gallery at the website. Sometimes I use the photos in a picture slideshow, just like you saw right here. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notifications bell if you want to be notified whenever I upload new videos. Thanks for watching. Have a super day and be safe out there.